one of the most dominant judokas of our time, Olympic champion, 3-time world champion, winner of 7 Grand Slam tournaments, and for Grand Prix. She's only 23, but she's already had such major accomplishments in her 6-year international career. She has only 2 second-place finishes. This is a future judo legend and icon. Her name is Abe Uta. Today we're going to talk about her, the young judoka who holds the entire weight class under 52 kilograms in all. We are transported to the year 2017 at the Düsseldorf Grand Prix tournament. A very young Abe Uta earned the opportunity to prove herself at an international start. To make you realize, at the time she was only 16 years old and a schoolgirl. Abe finished the first bout very confidently, upon with a rear naked choke. And already in the quarterfinals she managed to meet the current category leader Ai Shishimi. Then Abe showed a powerful underhand throw on Ippon and just rolled over the category leader. No mercy from the 16-year-old Japanese. In the semifinals, she again showed her Ippon catch and Uta made it to the final, where Amandine Bucard was waiting for her. From that moment on, this confrontation would become legendary and probably even iconic. And even then Bucard was already a powerful judoka, but for the schoolgirl Abe it didn't matter. A 2-sleeve takedown and 1 Wazari score was enough for her to leave that tournament with a gold medal. First international gold for Abe Uta. One of the most important tournaments for every Japanese person, and especially for students, is the Tokyo Grand Slam, once called the Jigoro Kono Cup. The most important event that attracts thousands of spectators in the stands and hundreds of thousands in front of the screens. Many of those in the stands already knew what young Abe was all about. On this day, she showed off her trademark judo classics. On her way to the finals, she showed a beautiful 2-sleeve throw to Ippon. In the quarterfinals, she again managed to defeat world champion Ai Shishimi. But in the semifinals, Uta faced her now old acquaintance Amandine Bucard. With 2 Wazari, one of which was again a sleeve catch, Uta defeated the Frenchwoman and advanced to the final where she defeated her compatriot Ippon. Where else besides Japan is judo's popularity very high? Precisely in France. It is the Paris Grand Slam that is considered one of the most prestigious Grand Slams in the calendar. The multi-$1,000 arena is always packed to capacity. It is every judoka's dream to perform here. Abe shows stunning form and gets a standing ovation. A great double arm throw from the rack and then a takedown. But in the quarterfinals, Abe defeated Destrija Krosny of Kosovo, who was the Olympic champion in the 48 kilograms weight class. And in the final, she defeated Amandine Bucard again, this time by Judo. And finally we come to the turning point in Abe Uta's career. The 2018 World Championships in Baku, the first world in her career, and I am 100% sure she was very nervous, for she was only 18 years old at the time. But on this day, Uta defeated everyone with Ippon. She showed cool stand-up throws and a high level in the parterre. And in the semifinals, Abe fought Bucard and literally dismantled her with her crowning move Udgarami, and confidently entered the final. The final was very interesting. Ai Shishimi versus Abe Uta. Eventually, after a minute of golden score, Abe drops Shishimi on Ippon. Ippon in the finals of the World Championship against the reigning world champion. Just a masterpiece performance from the Japanese woman. World Championships Tokyo 2019, one of the strongest world championships in recent years. Abe Uta is already the real queen of this category and everyone considered her the #1 favorite for gold. Despite the fact that she is only 19 years old, this time Abe had to defeat more serious and experienced competitors than in the previous one. In the first bout, Abe defeated Larissa Pimenta of Brazil. In the second bout, she managed to defeat Diora Kaldiorova from Uzbekistan with a cool combination with an Osotogari finish. And in the semifinals, Uta defeated a true legend and Olympic champion Milinda Kalmandi from Kosovo, who has now finished her career and moved on to coaching. And here it is, the second consecutive final in the young Abe's career. Now she's in the role of defending the title. In the bout for gold, she had to fight against Natalia Kuzutina. As a result, the Japanese woman needed only 30 seconds to show her level, and once again, she throws her opponent with Sotsuri Kamigoshi without any problems, earns Ippon and becomes a 2-time world champion. The stands are thrilled with their young judo queen. A couple months after the World Championships, Tokyo hosted the Osaka Grand Slam tournament, which attracted a lot of tops from Japan. Uta is back as the top favorite for gold. She showed a powerful form and demolished every opponent without a chance. She finished the quarterfinal about only 5 seconds after the start of the match. And in the semifinals, she again matched Shishimi and again defeated her, proving that she is better in this weight and in this confrontation. And here it is, the final, and again against Abe Uta, an iconic confrontation. The Frenchwoman has already prepared for this meeting better than for the previous ones. She had clearly studied Abe and was ready for anything. As a result, in the golden score, Uta throws Abe her trademark bullhorn and takes the Grand Slam gold. A very disappointing defeat in Abe's career, but an experience. It's an experience from which she learned major lessons. After this defeat, she has become a killing machine. The Tokyo 2020 Olympics, which for some reason was held in 2021. Before that, Uta warmed up for 2 Grand Slams that year, which she won convincingly. In Tokyo, Abe defeated Larissa Pimenta and Chelsea Giles in the first 2 meetings, and in the semifinals, in a tense encounter, she managed to defeat the very experienced Italian Odette Giuffrida, who is a 2-time Olympic medalist. As a result, Abe advances to the long-awaited final of the Olympic Games in Tokyo. Her opponent is Amadini Bucard, very symbolic. I think Abe was nervous, as she had already lost once to Amadini. But no, on this day she showed that she is the real queen of this category. She didn't stand a chance against Bucard. After a 4-minute golden score, Abe capped her opponent on her back and took the Olympic gold. At 21 years old, she was the category's dominant player, but the Olympic gold is just proof of that. World Championships in Tashkent in 2022. Uta flew to Tashkent as the clear favorite for gold. Everyone was sure she would take it. Uta did not show any unnecessary emotion and did not look worried. Coolness and confidence in every move. As a result, in the classics, our heroine demonstrates beautiful and spectacular throws, finishing all the meetings early. In the quarterfinals, she managed to beat Geffen Primo from Israel. But in the semifinals, she will again face Amadini Bucard. And at the very beginning of this meeting, Uta earns a wazari just 7 seconds after the start. In the end, Bucard manages to equalize the score of this meeting with her Kotaguruma technique, and that makes the bout even more interesting. As a result, in the golden score, Uta overtook her opponent with a wazari catch and advanced to the final. And in the gold medal bout, Uta defeated Chelsea Giles and became a 3-time world champion. And all this at the age of 22. Olympic title, 3 world championship golds, and over 10 gold medals from various international tournaments. Thank you all for watching. Be sure to share this video with your friends. Write your opinion, rate, and of course tell us what you can write about Abe Uta. Will she be able to win the Olympic Games in Paris in 2024?